What's up, YouTube fan bam? Welcome to my channel. YouTube can be great. This is the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood season 6 episode 15 with Friends Like These review. I don't know if I was pissed off or just disgusted, or I don't know what I was feeling by watching this, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm feeling as I'm going on. So the episode starts off with Lyric at her little performance thing. A1 is there, the scene, Lyrica G is there. A1 is trying to get her back. We know this already. Then the next thing, we got Tierra, Apple, and Paris are talking, and Paris and Apple are about to squash their beef because you know Paris was attacking Barney B on the little bus ride trip when they went to Vegas, and she threw a drink, and Apple wants to say that she's pissed off because a drink hit her by mistake. So they squashed that. Then we got, the next thing we got is this scene here. Pissed me off because we got Fizz's sister Brooke, Nia Riley, and others go to April and Fizz's new housewarming. Somebody brings a sign saying A2K, and April's dumbass is sitting there talking about A2K. Paris was joking, A2K fits. April 2K. Girl, yeah, you fucked two of the people from B2K. You screwing both of them, and you're putting yourself out there because J Bug and all the other people that saw you look like you're doing something foul. You want to think that this is something fun? It's not fun. It makes you look like a dumbass. But she said that they invited all these people to come to the house they feel are in support of their decision. There is a great effort that April and Fizz are making to have people come around them who they feel like would co-sign the decision that they're making to be together. Yeah, they're happy, and I'm happy for them, and I want them to be happy, but don't disregard the fact that what you're doing is foul as fuck. Because the way I see it, it looks like the Kardashian dynamic, right? Y'all remember that? Tyga was dating China. Tyga broke up with China. I think that's his name. Tyga broke up with China. He went and dated a Kardashian. China was heartbroken, and she said, screw it, I'm gonna make a beeline for a Kardashian too. She went after Rob, had a baby by him, did all that stuff, and broke up with him. But she did it because she was gonna be around a man who broke her heart. And she gonna be around him to see him, and she gonna be around to do everything that he's doing, and she wants to show off that she can do, you know, she can move on and so on and so forth. You got April that was with Omarion for a number of years, had 2 kids by him. They broke up. She made a beeline for another B2K character that can be around Omarion as well, so she can still be around him and show her ass. Hence Fizz. And Fizz dumbass went after it and decided to go and be with her. Why the hell? They weren't cool. They weren't cool when Moniece and Fizz in the first season were getting on. They weren't cool. Moniece was sitting at the table confiding to April about stuff that she was going on with Fizz, and April was siding with her. Now that April is the one fucking Fizz, she just want to talk about it and act like Moniece is crazy. Moniece was just in love with him, and she's just crazy, and she doesn't have she doesn't have right to feel the way that she feels because now you're screwing him because it suits your agenda. Because you got to go to the tour and make Omarion uncomfortable because he's not talking about you. He's not speaking about you. He's not letting the world know anything about your relationship. You're the one talking about him this whole time. So I feel like they're doing this whole thing because they're making a great effort to put on this facade. This relationship is sincere. This relationship is pure. This relationship is right. It's not right. It's not sincere. It's not pure. I don't see it lasting. You guys can enjoy each other. You guys can have fun. But this relationship is going nowhere. It's going to end up soon. It's going to end up messy as hell. It's going to add more mess to the situation. Now, anyway, April decided to talk to one of Omarion's friend at the party. I guess he was also one of Omari's friends, and then their friendship terminated. And so now April said, oh, he's back on my side. What are you talking about? People are not, I don't know what's wrong with her, but I haven't heard anything from Omarion dogging her or really like talking about her like that. But it seems like every single episode, his name comes out of her mouth. Oh, this is what he did to me. He hurt my feelings. He broke my heart. I was going through it. I was going through a lot. He hasn't come and defended me. He has chosen to try and move on with his life as silently as possible. You're perpetuating this to the public, and you're still talking about him while you're with another man that you're supposed to be in love with, who was there for you. Which is it? Do you love Fizz or Omarion? Because I'm sick of hearing Omarion's name from your mouth. I'm tired of that shit. K. Michelle is now recording for her country album with a few hit people, and she's considering going back to Nashville to do her album release for this country switch that she's doing. And they're telling her that because she's a woman, because she's black, is going to be an issue. And they did say something I didn't know, that Whitney Houston's biggest record was a country record, and black folks turned on her. I didn't know that. I mean, the Whitney Houston songs I know are very, I Want to Dance with Somebody, I Will Always Love You, the one she did with Mariah Carey, but I didn't know she did country music. So that's something that was very interesting for me to find out, that she did country music. It was one of the biggest hits, and people didn't follow her, which hopefully this day and age will be a little bit different with K. Michelle. We got Paris and Zell decided that they want Tierra to move out because Tierra is now occupying spaces they don't appreciate, is making things crowded. But then Tierra brings up that she wants to work with Apple Watts and make music. Tierra has experience in the music industry. She has experience putting herself out there. She's been doing a whole hot mess, I know, but I don't know if it's the best for her to now make music with Apple Watts, who's still building her brand, who still have to get away from that image of being this bad girl, especially when Tierra is trying to come out again as an artist. I don't think that's the best move for her yet, because Apple is still not seasoned and she's still not, you know, clean. She still has a little bit of growing to do. When that happens, then her and Apple can collaborate. But for now, I don't see that happening. And I have the same opinion because Zell also said that he wants to do music in addition to him bringing out his clothing line. And Tierra has never shown up for the studio for him to work with him, because Tierra's not taking him seriously. And I don't know if I should take Zell seriously as a singer either, or as an artist either, because I saw what he did with what's her name's arch nemesis. They were fighting over Fetty, Masika. They were fighting over Fetty with the other girl. I keep forgetting her damn name, but he made a music where they flash back to it, this rap song they did, and I'm just like, this shit was dumb. So I don't know if I take Zell as an artist, a serious artist at all, but whatever. We got the next scene with Zell, looking at his male models that he want to come to do his little line that we see next episode is going to be a line that he's putting out there now. And Booby shows up to give Zell advice on how to mend his relationship with Tierra, because they had a blowout with him telling Tierra that she needs to leave, or that they, you know, she's squatting in his house and he's helping her out because he was in his feelings. Booby is fine as hell. That man is fine as a motherfucker. Every time he talks, I look at his lips, and I just want to know what they taste like, because now he's making a beeline for Tierra. He wants to see what it do, because him and April aren't working out, because April is now hooked on Fizz, so he wants to see what's up with her, and I think Tierra should go and find out. The next thing, we got Jason Lee hosting his first event. You got Nikki Baby there, Tierra Marie, Moniece, Mickey Monday decides to talk to Moniece about. Moniece recently went and put out the Jess Hilarious video that we saw a couple months before the season started, saying that Jess Hilarious went and then said a lot of shit about April, because she put April out there. I mean, she put her out there for real. And they were talking about how it wasn't cool for Moniece to do that. I don't know how I would respond to this situation, because I feel like Moniece is upset and she's lashing out. I don't know if I'd even feed into it. But I do know that with Jess putting the business out there, she let us know a lot of shit. And April and Fizz, in the later scene after that, came out and decided they want to go talk to Jess. April was like, well, I don't want any friends if they're going to do this to me. As a friend, I don't believe that if we fall out, I should go and put your business out there that you had discussed with me in confidence. I'm not the type of person to go and do that. I would take everything to my grave and seal it. If we're not friends, we're not friends. That's just how I think things should be. However, April pissed Jess off, and Jess decided that the way that she was going to retaliate is by putting her business out there, saying that April saw some other dude in front of Fizz and was talking to Fizz about how the other dude is her prototype and how she wants to be with him and how da-da-da-da. And she's doing that shit in front of Fizz, and Fizz dumbass is talking about, looking at her like, I want to be with this girl's talking about another dude that she wants to be with, and I'm here trying to want to get into her pants, and we're here doing some foul ass shit to Omarion. Which is it? So Jess put her out there that basically she's kind of like a hoe. That's what she was saying. She's kind of like a hoe. She put her out there and put all her business out there, saying that she was looking to be with other men. This is the part that irritated the fuck out of me. I love Jess Hilarious. I think she's talented as a comedian. But when April now put her back against the wall and said, why don't you tell me why you would even do that? I don't like that she put the blame all on Moniece and said that Moniece had called her to vent about April and talk some shit, and she just fed right into it. And they both kind of made it seem like Moniece is the one going crazy. Jess is a grown-ass woman. Did nobody make you talk shit about April? You were pissed off at her, so you felt like you needed to put her business out there. That was your choice. And you chose to do it with another person you know had a problem with the girl you were pissed off with. Now that you're held against the wall and you're nailed to the cross, and the person who you talked about is asking you about it, instead of owning your shit and leaving it there, saying, hey, I said this, I was, it was foul as hell, I was pissed off at you, I didn't agree with the decisions you're making, but I still shouldn't have put your business out there. She put it along the lines of, I was talking to Moniece, and Moniece was venting about you, so I just fell right into it, and I just, I was mad at you, so I felt like I needed to say some shit. You didn't have to do that. If you didn't want to talk to Moniece, and you felt like Moniece was doing something wrong, you could have said, Moniece, I can't talk to you right now. April and I were cool, even though I'm pissed off at her. I don't want to talk to her. Let me hang up the phone. Instead, you talk shit too, and now that April and Fizz are basically talking to you about it, you put it off on her, Moniece, because you know that April and Fizz have a problem with Moniece. You kind of like diverted the anger to the person that you guys mutually don't like. It's almost like a scapegoat. Y'all made Moniece the scapegoat and the target and made it seem like she's the reason why you said what you said. And that's not true. You said what you said because you wanted to say it. But now you want to say that Moniece is this crazy person. And what sucks is April at the end looked at her and says, so what you gonna do about Moniece? Jess is like, I want to see her. I want to see her. And they're like, oh, you know, you need to just like you should fight her type situation. But Jason Lee had asked Moniece earlier in the episode, when you gonna fuck up April? And I'm thinking, when are you gonna fuck up April? Because she needs to get beat the fuck up. She's making it seem like Moniece needs to be silent while she's doing this fuck shit. No, Moniece doesn't need to be silent. She doesn't need to be putting, you know, voicemails and stuff out there. But she doesn't need to be silent and take it when somebody's dogging her out and trying her. You're not telling her the truth to her face. Fizz is not telling her the truth to her face. Y'all been lying to her this whole time, lying to everybody. And she's the mother of Cam. And she's telling you that Cam feels like he's torn it, he's in between. Should he tell his father's secret or should he lie to his mama? He feels uncomfortable when y'all keep fighting and not being on one accord. And you, April, are feeding into that, and you want to sit there and insert yourself and dog this man's baby mom. And Fizz's dumbass is sitting here talking bad about Moniece in front of April, which gives her the okay to keep going at it. But you had a kid with her. Like this situation, it was irritating as fuck. I already spent the last video cussing both of them out and saying how stupid Fizz is and how dumb April is for doing this shit, because I don't feel sorry for her. Some of the stuff that her character that I'm seeing is not something that I like. It's not something that I vibe with. I feel like she likes to play the victim. She likes to put herself in fucked up ass situations and then cry and say she's the one and hurt and that she just wants to feel love and da 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 da. I'm over that bullshit. I get that she went through a lot of heartbreak. We all go through heartbreaks. It's a difficult situation when you have kids with people. I know it's hard, and I know it takes time to move on. But the man that broke up with you isn't saying shit about you. He's not bringing your name up. And you chose to go and date somebody who's his former friend, who's he's in a band with, who just went on tour with him, making the situation awkward. We saw the next episode, J Boog actually went to Fizz and said, don't you think this is something that Omarion is thinking about? These are other people who are speaking for this man because they know how he would feel, because he's not trying to put himself out there. And y'all want to act like, oh, everything is cool. I want to be around people who's okay with me. Well, Jess put your business out there because she knows it's foul as fuck. Even though she was angry and she was fucked up for saying it because y'all are friends, she spoke the truth. And you don't want to hear the truth, so you want to make it seem like Moniece is a bad person. I don't agree with everything Moniece does, but in this particular situation, she has every right to be pissed the fuck off. Anyway, go ahead and please like and subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can get tea when I post it. I know that this video is a little bit, I'm tired and I'm trying to have a little bit more enthusiasm to get my point across, but I'm exhausted, y'all. It's past midnight and I just want to get this video out to y'all, so forgive me. I'll do better. All right, I love y'all. You guys have a good night. Bye.